back-to-back interview. Person to get the second interview on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair. I'm here with the very talented Nick Hughes, and just doing another interview, promoting my upcoming album,
And
420.
we are back at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, the Laid Back Talk Show. I'm excited to have you with us. We've got a very special episode this week. Two firsts here at the Laid Back Talk Show. Two firsts, not just one. As you know, last week we had the magnificent Chris Giannopoulos. How do you pronounce his name?
Dude, I actually still to this day don't know how to pronounce it.
And
it's like Giacomo.
it's a little bit of an Italian name, but that's not the only first we have with the week of back-to-back guests. We also have our first returning guest. You heard him right there. A little sneak peek, a little teaser of the episode that's about to come. That's right. Yo boy, Shake is back on the airways. Shake, how are you doing today? Sacrificed the phone there. We're trying to get some footage for this. We recorded the last one, as all my loyal Laid Back News Show listeners know, or the Laid Backies, as we like to call them. They like to call themselves.
Shake, I'm doing well, man. But it's been a while since you had me on the show. And what's up with that, man?
Ooh, should we? Yeah, man, dude, I've just been super busy. I've just been dude, I was every week I'm thinking, oh, dude, Shake could be on, but I don't want to bother him, and he wouldn't want to come on anyway. Nah, I'm just kidding, man.
Dude, this is the highlight of my semester, man.
Really?
So, yeah.
I absolutely love to hear. I have a great time. I love doing this radio show. Love having guests on. Shake was our first guest. Oh, I forgot to announce season 2, episode 3, 11 episodes since suspension. And you know what the craziest part about that is? It means it's 12 episodes since our last episode together.
Are you serious? Wow.
Because the week before I got suspended
many episodes
was the week you came on the show.
Wait, what'd you get suspended for?
Oh, we talk about this every week here, but so there's one thing you're not supposed to do on the radio station, and that's cause dead air.
Dead air.
You shouldn't ever have more than 7 minutes of dead air on the radio. It's a little bit of a secret for the people. And let's just say I made a slight error that led to 30 minutes of dead air.
Oh my god,
dude! And the thing was, the reason it happened, it was such an easily avoidable problem. All I had to do was click a button that I didn't click, right? But we're here now. We still got the show. Got suspended for a little bit. But we're back in business.
What would that button do? Play some commercials?
I would just play music. Automatically plays music and just showmos and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited. Shake, maybe explain to me a little bit of because Shake's not on the show for no reason. Okay, as you know, last time he's never comes on the show for no reason. Shake's a hardworking guy. He's always got something going on, and this week he's coming on for a very special reason. I'll let him tell you why. What do you got going on, Shake? What do you got cooking up in that brain of yours? Planned for the month of April.
Dude, so as you know, man, I'm constantly working on this new music that you have been involved with off late.
I have been hopping on some music tracks recently. Everybody let me know what my rap name should be.
Okay. Little Germstain. Shout out
Young
Little
Germstain.
Young Germstain.
That's my screenwriting script, Young Germstain.
But yeah, man, I'm here to promote my my upcoming album. It's an album I'm really proud of. Recently I've been kind of upset that I've been letting myself make more of the hits or more of the songs that I think the people will like and not the songs for me. So now we're going back in that artistic and creative direction that I'm a fan of, and that I started with. So Kung Fu Shake's on there. It's
There's this one song Shake has. It's unreleased. It's exclusive. As you know, I'm the host, so I got to hear this stuff before it starts. Make sure I'm not promoting would never promote something on the radio station, by the way. Would never. Make sure I'm not talking about something that I don't support.
But if you guys would
if you would like to listen to this album, you're more than welcome to.
It's a great album.
If you like good music, listen, if you like good music, you got ears, you can listen. Shake's album's coming out. Do you have a name for this album yet?
Dude, so I was originally going to drop it exactly a week from today and name it 420.
Okay.
FOR, number 20. I'm 20 years old. It's for my 20th year on this planet, and it's a national holiday next week on Wednesday. So, I just wanted to have that double entendre and 420. And now I'm thinking I might have to drop it on 422, which is Friday. But 422 is 422.
I actually like the creativity behind that. But yeah, Shake was one of the first people I met here at school at college. One of the first people I met was Shake. Okay, we got close through the sketch comedy show here, and Shake knows what he's doing when it comes to music. Usually, and we talked about this last time. Usually, when someone comes up to you and is like, "Yo, I make music," you're like, "Oh, cool," and then you hear a song and it's just like, "Dude, what even is this?" It sounds like they recorded it under a tunnel and under the Tappan Sea Bridge, recorded on like a 1947 ukulele player. I don't even think that's a thing that exists. But Shake's music sounds pretty professional. And I like to hear that you're going back to your roots, I mean, not your roots, but you're making stuff for you and not for the people. Because if you can satisfy yourself, that's really all that matters, right? You don't really.
Yeah, man. I think you and I have talked about this a little bit before, but dude, music, film, acting, it's all an artistic outlet, man. It's all a way to express yourself, to leave unexpressed emotions. It's a way to put them into art and feel heard. So I feel like at least now that I'm doing it for myself, my mental health and just my clarity and outlook on life is just at an all-time high.
Would you say that making music helps with your mental health? Would you say that? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think for longer than a day, if my parents have screamed at me or something, I don't think I've ever been like sad. I'm like a very happy guy, and I think that's because I've always known what I want to do with my life.
Huh.
Since 4th grade, dude. I've just been making videos, and I just knew I always wanted to do something creative.
It's interesting you say that because I find myself, I'm very much similar. I've never really been, obviously some days are harder than others, but it's usually I'm a pretty positive guy. But when you know that you should be doing something, and the parts where I kind of like struggle with it, I'm kind of like, oh, what are you doing? Is when you know what you're doing and you work on that all the time, right? You're always grinding on that. Is when I know what I know too what I want to do ever since I was young, but it's when you're not acting on it and you're kind of just like, why aren't you doing that? It's like, what's going on? And it's kind of like a mental battle. But I also think it's important to have that as long as it doesn't last too long to kind of put things in perspective and allow for you to kind of see. I don't know how to describe it, but
Casey Neistat. I don't know if you know Casey Neistat.
I know Casey Neistat, the vlogger, yeah.
So before he was a vlogger, he was a dishwasher in upstate New York. And he was saying, if you want to figure out what you really want to do in life, do the opposite of that first. Do the last thing that you want to do on the planet, and then it'll become clearer to you than ever what you were made to do.
That's so interesting.
And I think the COVID pandemic was that for us. We're entertainers.
I don't know. I feel like
leave the house.
Do you feel like the pandemic I feel like I was on before the pandemic started, I was on a streak. I had just started doing stand-up and stuff like that. The pandemic started and it came all to a halt, right? I was like, not even just that. It was like socially, I was meeting so many people at the time. I was like growing up, you know what I mean? But then the pandemic happened and it's just like this part of your life, this important part of your life, this 18 to 19 years old was basically just nothing, right? It was just sitting at my house.
There was zero transition between the end of our childhood and the start of adulthood.
Yeah, it was just. It felt I was basically a child still. That's what the pandemic was, right? It was basically you're just staying at home, playing a lot of Nintendo, right?
Yeah, we missed out on a lot of those like coming of age ceremonies. We missed prom, we missed graduation, and that really builds you up and prepares you to move on to college. We didn't have any of that, man.
Yeah, because now it feels like this year it was just, especially the first semester. I don't know if you got this. It was like, I guess you lived on campus last year.
I did.
But last year, the college, this was not Montclair State. I was basically paying all this money for just online school. I was literally doing nothing. Didn't really leave the house, right? Yeah. And then this year it starts. Turns out college is like super, like a lot of work. Like the Zoom was so easy. You do an online test, a couple homework assignments, and you'd be like chilling and be like, what? And then now you get on campus, you got all this stuff to do all the time. You got all this homework, right? It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so much different.
Dude, it was unfortunate because my first semester of college was mostly online, and I got a 3.8 GPA, dude. My parents were so proud of me. I made the dean's list. And now, dude, they're expecting that of me every semester, bro, and I haven't been able to recreate it ever since, man.
It is. Let me just tell you something. For people who have not been in school or in college during the Zoom era of schooling, the online era of all schooling, it was very easy to get good grades. Very easy. You really did not have to do a whole lot of work, and you could get a pretty. I aced a couple exams online that I probably would not have aced in person. Let's just say that.
Dude, I actually made a lot of friends online just cheating
really?
on exams and just getting on FaceTime calls and doing tests together.
That's the one thing it did I wouldn't say that type of stuff, but it's
The camaraderie.
it was the I would never cheat, obviously. Oh no. But all right, yeah. Sorry, something just froze here on the audio recording.
Oh no.
What the heck is going on here? All right, doesn't matter. I think we're good. Sorry, a little distracted there. Yeah, I don't really find. I think it was maybe because you were on campus. I don't really find that I met, really anyone in online classes last year. I don't think I made a single, besides the sketch show people. I don't think I made a single friend on.
Dude, so my very first year, my only friends were Georgie, my roommate, and Austin, who I just kind of found on GroupMe. There was this random group chat called the MSU Party Chat.
Listen, if you're, I found him on GroupMe is not the number one way to meet a person, right? But in this case, Austin, we both know Austin. Shout out Austin.
He's a great writer, great filmmaker, great friend.
Great friend. Shout out Austin. Austin W, aka Ace.
Oh,
young Ace.
I think he's switching it up to just Austin now. He's dropping
Austin,
Ace.
really?
Yeah,
Austin's a cool name. I like it's.
Shout out Texas, man.
Shout out Texas for real. Have you ever you've been to Texas before multiple times, right?
Many times. I was just there a couple weeks ago. I was in Dallas and Houston. I was shooting a wedding, man. I'm a wedding photographer.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Man of so many. What is that? Man of a myriad of skills. Musician.
Dude, I just have to shout out HG Films, man.
Shout out HG Films.
Harish, bro. I didn't get to shout him out last time, and I'm really sorry. I shouted out everyone else in Houston but him. Harish, you're the GOAT.
Yo, Harish, let's go. I don't know you, but I support you to the max, my boy. Shout out Harish.
Yeah, he shouted out a Conversations video.
Oh, really? And the Conversation, if you don't know, look up Shake Conversations on YouTube. He's got very skilled. Very skilled. Harish obviously knows what he's doing. It's well edited. It's a good song. Just good overall experience. I would definitely recommend listening to it.
Thanks, dude.
You mind if I hit the weather real quick? So, it is a beautiful day here at Montclair State University. Beautiful day in general on campus. There's no rain. You could even maybe, for the first time in a while, leave the sweatpants in the drawer, keep the sweaters and the jackets in the closet, and go outside in just shorts and a t-shirt. Maybe even just a Speedo if that's the type of individual you are, because it is 70 degrees here in Montclair. Tomorrow it's going to be a thunderstorm, unfortunately, right? No one likes a thunderstorm. But hey, as we talked about last year, spring showers. Oh, not last year. I don't know what I'm talking about. Last week with Chris. We talked about it a lot because it was raining last week with Chris. Spring. No, what is it? April shower.
Bring May flowers.
April showers bring May flowers. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to hit a quick break here, but stick around. We got a lot more planned with our boy Shake. And we'll be right back. Thank you for listening. Laid Back Talk Show. We'll be back in a minute. And welcome back. A little break here for you guys. It's Nick Hughes, Shake in the studio. Laid Back Talk Show, Season 2, Episode 11. Let's get back into it. So we were on the break. We were chatting it up, and we're going to talk about, we're both big comedy fans.
Yeah, we're both currently involved with the sketch show on campus.
Sketch show, which is unfortunately ending. Well, we should talk about,
It's ending because the senior that started it is graduating. But now, like a phoenix, we're going to rise from the ashes with a brand new sketch show.
It's going to rise from the ashes.
Possibly. Same branding as this radio show. Laid Back News Show.
Yeah. This is the Laid Back Talk Show, more of a podcast version, right? And then the Laid Back News Show, if anybody would be interesting, would be more of a sketch type of vibe, sketch show. Because this is mainly audio, even though this week Shake has blessed us with the camera. Shout out.
Dude, anytime I'm here, I got you, man.
I love the camera, too. I love looking at the camera. Ever since I was young, I've loved looking at the camera. So next year, since the sketch show is ending, Shake and I want to put on something like a phoenix. I like that. Signing off is ending at his past, but it's going to rise from the ashes. Maybe a laid-back news show. Summoning to the top of Montclair State University sketch comedy programs.
I'd like to talk about signing off for a sec, man.
What's up?
I think signing off is like such a beautiful introduction. It's how I met you, man. And
I know. I met a lot of people through signing off.
such a great experience working with a team that big. I've never had that experience.
And it's also not just a team that big, but it's a team who are very like similar interests to you. You know what I mean? Everybody loves comedy, which is not something that I really had before. Because I used to, in middle school and high school, I loved comedy. I did stand up at the 7th grade talent show. I remember I'd been taking improv classes since I was in the 6th grade, but I never really met anybody else who had that same interest as me. But now that in this group, there's so many different people that are always like, there's one person in it named Jose. Jose's a character and a half.
Shout out Jose.
Shout out Jose.
I just got done working on his horror film. We got 1 day of reshoots, but
let's talk about that real quick.
Jose, man, he's a gifted writer, actor, and now director, and he's running this very successful Instagram page, Geek News 14.
Oh, shout out Geek News 14. I'm a big. I get. There's no other place I get my geek news anymore. It's strictly Geek News 14.
He's about to become Mr. Comic Book, though. He's trying to switch it up, man.
Oh, I don't know. Which one would you support? Geek News or Mr. Comic Book?
Whenever people see him, they're like, Geek News, and he doesn't like that. He wants people to come up to him and be like, Mr. Comic Book.
I guess it does sound like Mr. Beast too, and it's like
it's pretty bad, but
it's like Mr. Comic Book. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like a superhero.
It does, man. It's pretty
Geek
cool.
News doesn't really sound like a superhero.
But
I don't know. I love the name Geek News. Oh, Geek News 14. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I think it's funny, but just because we know Jose and like, I kind of think it's like half the time, yes, we are like, yes, Geek News 14 is awesome, but it's also like just having fun with him, like.
Jose's a great guy. Yeah.
Everything he says makes
I
me
do.
laugh.
I think I'm thinking. I don't want to put words into Jose's mouth or thoughts into Jose's head, but Mr. Comic Book is pretty awesome. I think that's the one.
Dude, I see that. I see him being Mr. Comic Book.
I could see he looks like a Mr. Comic Book.
Yeah. But
no, I don't mean that. I mean that in the best way possible too. A Mr. Comic Book, Geek News 14. I could kind of see the. All right, but anyway.
But yeah, signing off's been a great experience, and I'm gonna really miss these seniors, man.
Yeah, but who is Chris?
Chris, Jose, Cheyenne, Rose.
Oh, shout out Leslie Gallagher is not graduating. Shout out Leslie. She's at the radio station too here.
Yeah, we shouted her out last time. Shout out Leslie.
Shout out Leslie.
WMSC. You already know.
Before last week's episode with Chris, she gave me some advice that really helped me to not get in trouble and take the risk of getting suspended again. All right, but we're going to talk about Shake and I are
Does she
both.
have her own show? Do you know?
Yeah, she does. It's called Hey There Montclair.
Wow.
I shadowed it like 2 or 3 times before I got for this program to get my own show.
That's awesome.
So let's talk real quick.
Yeah.
Both big stand-up guys. Both love stand-up.
I mean, you've actually done stand-up. I'm more of a connoisseur who is thinking about getting into it.
I think personally, this is very interesting. I don't know if like you agree with this. I would prefer to do the stand-up over watch the stand-up. I don't know why that is. I do like good stand-ups.
No, I totally see where you're coming from. Stand-up, for some people, you're a well-oiled machine, and it's the same thing as just delivering a very funny monologue.
Yeah.
Right? With these, like, genius transitions, that genius pacing. If you got 5 minutes, bro, you have to have that down.
You have to have it perfect. And I just like the energy of it. It's like, it's so nerve-wracking. Like, there's never been a time before I did stand-up or like did a thing where I didn't have an absurd amount of like fear and anxiety, and then you do it and it just all goes away. But then when you don't do it for a long time, you forget about that point when you're on the stage that it goes away, and you just think about the near. Oh, what happens if it goes wrong? What if nobody likes this? You know what I mean? But
dude, yeah, you do not want to lose momentum.
You can't lose.
So
I've lost momentum right now. I have to say, I'm in the danger zone. It's time to pick up that momentum. I'll try to get it back, but right now, momentum is lacking.
Yeah, in 8th grade, man, I used to have this poppin' YouTube channel, bro. My whole school used to drop. F word. 15 seconds. Stop saying the F word. And we are recording.
And we are back, the Laid Back Talk Show. Had a little bit of a slip up there. You know what happens. Everybody, I almost said the word a few weeks ago. Almost said the word about the big football game that must not be named. SB, not a Super Bowl, not a super, but it's not a super plate, but a super
Ovable.
Super, not of a bowl if you get rid of the of. It gets dangerous. This is how it happened. I accidentally said it when I was trying to do one of those things where I'm like, it's not a super plate. It's a football game that involves a super, you know what? Okay, but we're back. What were we just chatting about? We were talking about your YouTube channel in the 8th grade.
Yeah, man. I just want to talk about like losing momentum, man. In 8th grade, dude, I had a very successful YouTube channel. It's called Shaker Vlogs, and had like almost like 400 subscribers.
Oh wow!
And I was pretty regular. Everyone in my school knew me as like Shaker Vlogs, dude. Everyone was asking me for new videos. Everyone was so hyped whenever I'd pull out the camera, dude.
Really?
I don't know what happened, man. I think in high school, I guess the workload picked up, and I just stopped. I lost momentum, and dude, ever since, man, my life's felt just a little bit emptier. Seriously.
Really?
And I've tried to revive the channel, and I'm still trying to do it, man. I really want to.
Vlog? I would totally be down, like... But I think the thing is, I think David Dobrik perfected vlogs. Like, I don't think you could...
Yeah.
As much, I'm not...
I think Casey Neistat perfected
That's
vlogs.
true. Casey Neistats are just a little bit too long for me.
Okay.
I will say. And David Dobrik is like is so fake, I guess. Like, everybody knows David Dobrik is like a sociopath who's like doesn't care about anybody but himself. You think David Dobrik's like that?
I don't want to comment on that, dude. I hope he's my boy someday, so.
Really?
I don't want to say anything bad.
I don't know. I feel like...
Nah, he's the man, bro. He's boys with Josh Peck, man. Josh Peck's a good guy.
Josh Peck, I
mean,
know.
yeah, what he had that thing where he like paid his friends to like do some funny stuff, right, and get it on video, or like he would like give all his friends the
you know about the
alcohol.
crane. You know about the crane, right? He almost killed Jeff Wittick.
No, what
You
happened?
didn't know about that?
Dude, I'm pretty out of touch with that kind of. No.
Yeah, he almost. So they did this thing. They were in the water with a crane, and they started swinging Jeff Wittick, who runs this barbershop show, off the crane over water. And David Dobrik was simultaneously. You're supposed to have a license to operate this crane. First of all, he never got the license. He's filming on one hand, and he's maneuvering the crane on the other, just making it go so fast. And then out of nowhere, he just stops it. And Jeff Wittick is like, he's going like 50 miles per hour at least in a circle around the crane's going like that, and his face smashes into the metal crane. He almost died. Like his eye, he had to get eye surgery, a scar all over his face like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He's like the older guy.
Jeff? No, that's Jason. Jeff's the barbershop guy with he's like a model. He looks like a model.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess David Dobrik is David. I think he perfected vlogs though. Say what you will about his personality. I think the 4-minute short form content is really smart.
You know, I never really got into his content. I've seen a couple of his videos. I'm a big Josh Peck guy. Drake and Josh,
Really?
man. Such a good show.
Josh Peck's been slandering Drake a little bit. They got a little beef going on now.
Yeah, I mean, Drake's got a little. He's got involved in some
Interesting controversy.
risky business, man. Risky business.
Yeah.
But he's all good, man. You know, he pled guilty, and he'll be fine.
And I think he was found innocent, right?
Yeah, man. He's good to go. It was
Found
false
innocent.
allegations.
Saw the other day he had he's got a kid now too. Look at that, Josh,
Dude, he's got a girl now.
Drace and Josh, all grown up. Both
Yeah,
of them.
dude. And Miranda Cosgrove, she's killing. She's in the iCarly reboot.
Miranda Cosgrove. When I was younger, I used to have the biggest crush on Miranda Cosgrove.
Really? I had the biggest crush on Tori, bro. Victoria Justice.
Oh, really? Did you ever see Jesse?
Yeah, Debbie Ryan.
No, I had a post on my old. I used to have this old Instagram account. Oh, should I pull it up? Let me try to find it. I used to post old videos of myself pretending to be Batman. I've been waiting to play this.
You showed me this.
I've been waiting to play this on the
Yeah, I can throw a video clip onto the.
because the radio show I usually don't have visual, but luckily this time
We got that.
I got visual.
We got that
I had an old
covered.
Instagram account called Honky Honky Donkey. I operated it in middle school, and I portrayed Batman, as you can see here. I don't know why I thought this was I don't know if the camera could see it. We could splice it in.
Yeah, I'll throw it in.
And the last 2 videos I have are of me playing Batman. Before I forgot the password, I had my old au pair, Eleanor, from France, would record me playing.
Au pair?
Au pair, yeah, you know what that is?
No, what's that?
It's like this person. So my dad got this job in San Francisco, but my mom refused to move to San Francisco. So instead of moving there, he would have to go for 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. And so someone needed to be there to take care of us because, dude, we were literally insane. Like, me and my sisters, especially me, dude, it is, like, impossible. When I was in middle school, it was, like, impossible to control me. Like, I was just, if I wasn't playing video games, I was running. Like, one time, dude, I was playing golf by myself, and I got a bloody nose in the backyard. I put the rubber end of the golf club up my nose, and my mom was like, I left you alone for 2 minutes, and you have a bloody nose. So I would just get into activities like that. And then, of course, my 2 younger sisters were one of the middle one. We used to, like, fight and wrestle and, like, punch each other, and she would beat me up, too. She's, like, 2 years younger than me, and she would beat me up. Shout out Lily. She's going to LSU for swimming next year. So my mom had to hire an au pair to take care of us while my dad was in San Francisco.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
So she came from France, and she lived in our house. And
Whoa.
yeah.
Wait, why didn't you just hire one from the States?
It's a program, I think, where they after college, people from we had 3 of them, I think. People from outside of the country will come and take care of children and live in the houses of the American people.
Okay, so it's like some sort of exchange thing.
Yeah.
Do they go back after?
They go back and they, like, get 2 weeks to, like, explore America during their time.
It's a study abroad, like, for them.
It's basically, except you have to take care of my sisters and I.
Yo, is this a lever thing? Is that just for my volume, or is that, like, the gain?
It's volume.
So it's not going to actually increase my volume, right?
No, I got your volume over here. I got you pretty much. I got you up to I got you at the max right now, pretty much.
All right, man. That's why I'm talking a little. Because last time, bro, I was, like, getting excited.
Just try to.
And she was like, distorting. It was like buzzing and stuff.
Oh, really? You got to keep the mic, like, even just bring it. Let's see, we're doing a little, like that.
Like nice.
Oh, like that. Oh, that's perfect.
I mean, I'm going to turn it up in post anyway. I can always just increase my audio.
Okay.
All right, bet.
That was perfect. That sounded really good.
You got it.
We're just tuned into a little bit of some audio there.
Hey, we're just trying to figure out this
audio discussion.
Yeah.
So we got about 13 minutes here.
Dude, real quick, man, we brought up the stand-up. Let's just rank some of our favorite stand-ups.
All right, we'll go top 3, and we'll go, like, you say 1, I say 1, you say 2. Yeah, you want to start at 1, 2, 3, or you want to go 3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1, man. It's got to be 3, 2, 1.
All right.
But
wow.
Actually, then it's going to be, I think we both have the same one. It's got to be Chappelle.
Yeah, number 1's got to be Dave Chappelle. For me, personally.
Yeah.
I love, and comedy's also very subjective, so, not everybody may agree. Dave Chappelle's obviously found himself in some hot water recently. But I love Chappelle. I remember, dude, he's just a genius. I went to see him at Radio City Music Hall one time.
He's fearless, man. He commits to his vision. He commits to his message. He doesn't care what is popular these days. He says what he has to say, and
it doesn't matter what day it is. He's always popular. Like 2000, in the 90s, he was popular in his come up. Early 2000s, popular. Gets the Chappelle Show, quits the Chappelle Show. It's still popular. Well, the Chappelle Show is not even going on, and he's not even performing for like 10 years.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tracy Morgan, but Dave Chappelle is the last OG.
That's true. Sorry, Tracy Morgan. Sorry.
Yeah.
I saw you at a Knicks game one time, and that was pretty awesome, but I got to apologize because Dave Chappelle is the OG.
He's the last one, man.
So I don't know what my number 2 is. I got to think. Maybe John Mulaney.
So I feel like after Chappelle, it's like it's gonna differ so much.
But don't you love Seinfeld? I feel like if
Seinfeld's number 3 for me.
Seinfeld's number 3
Number
for you?
2, I got Aziz, bro.
Oh, Aziz. I used to love Aziz.
And it's not even for the stand-up. It's more for his, like, writing style, his delivery.
Have you seen Master of None?
And it's for Master of None.
I love Master of None. I have to watch it again because out of nowhere it just stopped. He had 2 great seasons and then it just stopped coming out.
And then he had a 3rd season which didn't really have him involved at all.
Oh, really?
It was starring Lena White, who's a great, amazing director and writer, but it was just about her and her relationship in somewhere in the UK, I believe.
Really?
One of the episodes, Dev comes and visits. They have a dinner together. Dev's life is in pieces, and apparently it's because of COVID. They're supposed to do 5 episodes with Lena White, 5 episodes with Aziz, but they couldn't get to the Aziz episodes because of all the COVID restrictions.
Oh, really?
So they just shot in a house with Lena White, and that was season 3. But dude, season 1 and 2, masterpiece.
You saw season? I didn't even know there was a season 3.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
I watched it for Aziz, man.
Sorry, Lena White.
I watched 1 episode. With
You got
Aziz.
a great name. I love the name Lena, but Aziz is why I'll be watching the show. There's no reason to watch it besides Aziz.
I'm happy you've checked out Master of None, dude. I feel like not too many people know about it.
Oh, dude, I used to be obsessed with Aziz. After I watched Parks and Rec, I thought him and Chris Pratt were the two funniest people in the world.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Let me think of what else. Who's my? I think number 2's got to be Mulaney for me.
Yeah.
I think Mulaney has got. Obviously, I love Big Mouth. The first, haven't seen the most recent season. Love Big Mouth.
I just got into Mulaney from SNL, really, man.
His SNL writing. Obviously, he wrote his writings. He has 2 specials on Netflix that are almost, from a stand-up perspective, perfect. He has so many old stand-up that's amazing. That's not in any of the specials. And he's so consistent. He's just so consistently good. I love John Mulaney. Got to give an honorable mention to Andrew Schulz. He's not going to be number 3.
Okay. As you and your dad like that guy, right?
My dad likes
Louis?
I like Louis, but he's not. After what he did, I don't think I could put him on the list. I don't think I can put Louis on the list.
We do not
Louis
condemn. We do not condone
Louis.
anything that Louis C.K.
You know who I put at
dumb.
number 3? You got Seinfeld at 3. You got Aziz at 2.
Yeah.
It's gonna be someone you don't know, but I think he's so good. Is Mark Normand? You know Mark Normand?
You've talked to me about him so many times, but no.
Dude, if you go on YouTube and watch Mark Normand going out to lunch, it is one of the single funniest stand-up specials I have ever seen in my life. And he did it really interestingly, too. He shopped it around. No one picked it up. HBO didn't pick it up. Netflix wouldn't pick it up. Now he's on Netflix as a joke with a different stand-up. But he had this whole special, an hour. And then he just posted it to YouTube, and it got 7 million views on its own. And he goes on all these podcasts. He always kills on the podcast, which is nowadays, if you're a stand-up comedian, you got to kill the podcast.
Yeah, even if you're a rapper, you got to kill the interviews.
You got to do all that because that's so important now.
Freestyles, yeah.
And now he's always with and Sam Morril's good as a boy. And now he kills the podcast. He's got great stories. The special, every time he posts a joke is so good. His Twitter's even really good.
Mark Norman?
Mark Norman, I'm telling you. I think Mark Norman is
I'm about to become a stan.
Is really special.
But dude, that's your number 3. Seinfeld's my number 3. Our lists are done. When are you gonna become my number 1?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, man.
When will this ball start rolling
again?
hill?
I don't know. The problem is it's just I just need to be inspired to do another. I have really recently been inspired to do it, and I have some ideas about it.
Is everything you say really happened to you, right? You don't take a small truth and exaggerate it until it's a masterpiece of a story.
Not really. I try to keep it as honest as possible. But I have a few things I've thought about recently, and I'll get back. I'm going to try to I'm going to South Carolina. I wanted to go in and do it this Thursday, start it again. My dad sent me a bunch of mics, but...
Oh, dude. I was about to say, dude, I would literally want to drag you to an open mic and force you to do it.
Yeah, my dad sent me a bunch of mics that I could do, so I want to do that. But when I come back, I'm going to be in South Carolina for a week. I'll have some time to...
Myrtle Beach? You go to
Myrtle Beach, yeah. My dad's Gerg. Shout out Gerg. Gerg's turning 50. That's an
Shout out Gerg Hughes.
Gerg Hughes. That's a good stand-up. That was one of my classic stand-up. Not classic stand-up jokes, but one of the jokes I'd always tell is how I call my dad Gerg.
That's awesome.
Shout out Gerg, turning 50, but I go play golf in Myrtle Beach. See my grandparents too. My grandparents live in
50's a major
Canada.
milestone, dude. Shout out Gerg. Happy birthday. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah,
is it?
dude. No, I'm really looking forward to it, man. And you already know I got this camera set up ready to go to record your next set.
I got you. All right, but real quick, we got to talk about this album some more because that's why you're here. We got to talk. I really want to hear. Take me through the process so far. We spent too much time not talking about the album. You're here to talk about the album, so let me hear like the process of it so far. What are your favorite songs? What are you trying to?
All right, man. So throughout the pandemic, throughout the last 2 years, I've been in studio sessions twice a month, 3 times a month. Recently, man, I've just been pulling up to random buildings on campus in the middle of the night. I bring my microphone. I make 2 or 3 songs. I go home at like 6 a.m.
Wow.
And just like doing that, continuing my process, I've accumulated maybe 10 or 15 songs that I'm really proud of after a long time. 420 does not seem like a long project. I'm thinking 4 songs.
4 songs. Just a little taste of the shake, not the full shake.
Dude, because so many people who are doing better than me in the music industry have told me to stick to singles. Nobody will listen to albums.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm so much of a perfectionist that I'm only going to put out a lot of music if I put it out all at once.
Yeah.
I'm never going to just release a single once a month. I just can't do that.
I like that idea. Single once a month.
I can't do that.
You can't do that?
No.
I like the it's a little mixtape.
Little mixtape, dude.
Mixtape.
Something for everybody. All these different music tastes, you know. We got Kung Fu. We got Rodman. Totally different styles, man.
Kung Fu. That's my favorite shake song. I'll leave a little taste. I don't want you to come.
But guys, every single album I ever drop, the outro is my masterpiece. This outro is my greatest song to date. It's called 2001, produced by my boy Sid and my boy Pedro at Drexel in Philly. You haven't heard this yet.
Really?
This song is mind-blowing. 2001 on 420 by Shake. Check it out.
Oh, 2000. I love the year 2001 too. That's the year I was born in.
It's called 2001. It's called 420, the album. It's for my 20th year. Before I turned 21, you know. It's like my last year of innocence. And
before time really starts going. Yeah, I'm excited. 2001, that sounds sick. I love that.
Because Bino had that 3005, you know, like.
Till 2005. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we should listen to that after this. I love that song.
Oh, yeah. Yo, can you play that on the radio?
Oh, no way. No way.
Can you? That'd be awesome.
Oh, we definitely can. Let's see.
It might be clean, too. I don't know.
If it's here, it's clean.
Okay.
If it's here, it's
Let's
clean.
hope it's here.
Oh, my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, this would be...
I'll be right by your side till
2005. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see there, Shake harmonizing real quick. Obviously, he's got the skills. He's got the vocal. I'll be right by your side till 2005.
As you guys can hear, Nick has even more skills than me. He's not even like a music guy.
I never even took chorus before. Fun fact.
This guy's just pulled up to my studio sessions randomly. He drops the most fire freestyles and he just leaves.
I love freestyle. That's what we were gonna do. It might be hard for me to avoid any FCC violations with the freestyling.
I think that's my biggest worry. I'm definitely gonna curse if I freestyle.
The problem with freestyling is it's very a lot of curse words flow together extremely well, and when you're just going off of your head, you're not really thinking about it. But if I could ever get into that back studio, I'll have to ask Leslie next year when she gets a higher position if I could apply for some time in that
podcast
the podcast studio and just get real freaky with it. Just get
freaky,
not like freaky, but like freaky with the words, like the freestyles, because I love freestyle.
Unfiltered.
I don't think freaky was the right word. Unfiltered would be the word I'm looking for there. We're running low on time here. Obviously, we got the fast break on the basketball show.
Dude, thanks so much for having me on.
Shake, you already know you're more than welcome to come back. Even in 2 weeks if you want to come back on after the...
Dude, let's try to figure out this freestyle thing.
And then maybe I could try to figure out to get into the podcast studio. And we could do a little something in there. Get some freestyle, because I love a good freestyle.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
And I always rap about unsavory activities. But anyway, Shake, thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for being on my show.
Wait a second. Not thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on my show, dude.
Thank you for coming. It's not opposite day.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always a pleasure.
And if you would like, 422, Shake's dropping his album.
It's called 420, FOR20.
FOR20. That's all the time we have here. I appreciate everybody listening. Laid back news show. I will be in South Carolina next week. I won't be here, unfortunately, for all my loyal listeners. But I appreciate you tuning in. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. And I'll see you next time.
Nice, dude.
Fire. All right, let's see here. You want me to email this to you?
Yeah, you could. I'll probably put this.
I love that camera.
Dude, this is actually a brand new camera. It's a different one than I shot you last time. It's in 4K this time. I shot a little wider, so it's gonna be optimized for vertical video.
You want to swing over here real quick?
Yep. All right, guys. This has been the interview. Can't thank Nick enough.
Shake, I appreciate you coming on. It's always a good time.
Check out 420 on 422.